All right, let's start with those jumping jacks. So in honor of Anne fostering cats, well, not just cats, but a mama cat and her babies, we got some baby kitten moves today. High knees in 3, 2, 1, and here it is. Straight leg kicks in 2, 1. Here they are. I've been doing this lately, forgetting my side kicks and my back kicks. And right here, let's hug that knee in. Get our balance and stretch. Roll that ankle out. Nice and tall here in your torso. And switch sides. For those of you, I know I send emails every week, and I know that I'm definitely guilty of like not reading all the words when I get emails and stuff. So for those of you that might have missed it, this is gonna be my last Thursday teaching until school's out. I take my son to school, release that, and let's do our inchworms on Thursdays in between work and then having time to drive him. It's just, my time is too crunchy. So, or squishy, it's just too cramped. So I've got to give something up. And unfortunately, it's going to be this. But it's temporary. It's only until school's out and then we'll be back. Last one here. And release. All right. So we're going to be working those 30-second increments today. And but we'll be working through some bells. And our first one is going to be a goddess squat. And then we're going to add on our pivot to lunge. We're going to drop our back knee and then take a kick. Go back to that lunge, pivot goddess, pivot other side, same thing, lunge, kick. Okay, so it'll look like this. You're here, you're going to pivot, drop that knee, up, kick, down, pivot, other side, drop that knee, up, kick. Okay, so we'll work through the bell for that one. And then we're going to do our chest press. So you're going to want to grab your heaviest weights. We're going to be on our back chest press with a leg lower at the same time. And then we'll do baby kitten. Okay, all right, so that's our first round. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, right here. So you're in your goddess, pivot into your lunge, drop that knee, kick, back to your lunge, pivot, pivot, drop your knee, kick, lunge, pivot, pivot, drop that knee, kick, lunge, pivot, pivot, drop that knee, kick, lunge, pivot, pivot, drop that knee, kick, lunge, pivot, pivot, work through that bell, kick, pivot, pivot, drop your knee, kick, pivot, pivot, drop that knee, kick, pivot, pivot, drop that knee, kick, pivot, pivot. Stay with me here, 10 seconds. Breathe, drop that knee, kick, and release. So on your back for that chest press with our leg lower. So when you press up, lower those legs, bring it back down and up. Arms up, legs down. Legs up, arms down. Stay with me here. You can obviously take the legs out if it's a little much. Work through that bell, so stay right here. Stay here. Baby kitten is next. So we're gonna roll on up. Grab a weight if you like. Here we go. And where am I? Right here. So down, baby kitten, and up. If you have real baby kittens, you are in luck today. Remember, lean back, find that sticky spot. Good, stay with me. We're gonna pop back up for our pivot lunge squat. 2, 1, here it is. So start in that goddess, pivot, drop your knee, kick, pivot, pivot, drop, 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 kick, pivot, stay, work through the bell. Stay here. Pivot, pivot, drop that knee, kick, pivot, pivot, drop that knee, kick, pivot, pivot, woo. Drop your knee, kick, pivot, pivot, drop that knee, kick, pivot, pivot, drop your knee, kick. Good. Back to our chest press, right here. Lay it on back. And chest press, legs go down, legs come up, arms return. Breathe. Keep pulling that belly button in, keeping that low back press to the floor. Work through this bell. Good, stay with me here. Stay with me. Baby kitten is next. 3, 2, 1. Sit on up. Find your baby kitten. And down to one side. Up. Down to the other side. Remember, keep those arms nice and long. Reach up. Stay leaning back into that sticky spot. Good, come back up to standing. Here we go. In our goddess. Pivot, drop that back knee, kick. Pivot, 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 pivot, drop that back knee, kick. Work through this bell. Stay right here. Drop that back knee, kick. Good. Stay with me here. We've got our chest press and leg lower coming up in 5. And come on down to the ground. Chest press and leg lower. Work through this bell. Stay with me. Keep in mind, low back stays connected to the floor. So if you're lowering your legs down, your low back's popping up. Don't lower them so far. You can also bend your knees. Maybe kitten is next. Come on up. Ready for baby kitten. Lean it back. And baby kitten. Baby kitten. Keep those arms nice and long. Lean it back. And release. Grab some water. So, you know how we've been having our minute plank. Well, people were saying we haven't been doing enough burpees. So, we are going to do burpees for our minute today. I know that sounds awful, and it is awful, but it's good for you. And you can modify however you need to. So you can slow it down, take the push-up out, whatever. We're going in 2. 1, right here, burpees. You can count. So we're gonna do this a few times. So, you know, next time through, you could try to beat your count. We're gonna work through this bell here. Work through it. You go faster than me. Honestly, I'm pacing myself because I know this isn't our only set of burpees. Good, stay with me here, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Grab some water. Stay upright. Make sure you're not dizzy. All right, round 2. We're gonna do our prisoner squat. And I want you to add some light to medium weights to it. Because we're gonna, when we come out of that prisoner squat, We're gonna lift baby kitten to the sky, okay? So that's one. And we'll just stay there for 30 seconds. We're not gonna do that for a minute. And then we're gonna do our curl to W. And then we have our plank, and we're gonna do it a little different. We did it in TRX today. You're gonna turn your hands out like a seal, all right? And while you're here, because it's gonna be a minute, you're gonna just keep walking your hands out to the side, because you're gonna have baby kittens flooding under you, and you're gonna make room for them, okay? So that's what we're gonna do there. And then we'll come to our back for our supine skull crusher. All right, so here we go. Prisoner squat. I'm gonna start with my 5s and see how that goes. And 3, 2, 1, here it is. So take it down into your prisoner squat, and then up, press that baby kitten up. So maybe you have a real cat or kitten, and you could put them right here at your chest, push them up, and that will last until they bite your face, and then you're gonna have to put them down. So, you know, you do what's best for you. I think those 5s are a little on the light side. 5 seconds here. And then we have our curls to W right here. So curl, squeeze those shoulder blades, bring it out into your W. Curl, squeeze. Good. Careful your spine isn't changing shape. Right? Good. Stay with me. That plank is coming up. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. So hands, fingers point out, and you can have your feet wide too. And you're just gonna walk it out. See how far you can go. Keep in mind, you gotta hold it, right? So you're still pressing through those palms. Maybe trying to press a little bit through your whole hand and not just the heel of your hand, which is tricky in this position, I will say. But imagine you have baby kittens or puppies or little baby stouts, you know, whatever you love. Stay here. When they're coming, they're gonna flood under you, give you little kisses. Stay here. I just watched a baby stout video about this guy who rehabilitated it and then had to introduce it to another baby stout because they're communal animals. They're like, if you don't know what that is, they're sort of like weasels. They're in the weasel family. They're so cute. I don't think we have them here. I think they're in England. The British Isles. All right, 2, 1, and on your back for those supine skull crushers. All right, here we go. And supine. And again, you can send those legs out, but keep your low back pressed into the mat. Okay. Another option is to have your feet down. So that would be a modification. Try to drop those weights so they're just kind of hovering over the top of your head. You're just flexing. Oh, just standing. Here we go. Here we go with our prisoner squat. Right, we're here. We can lift baby kitten or puppy, or baby's 2 stouts because they're not very big when they're babies. Good. We're gonna have our curls right here. So when my daughter was young, she loved these books. They were the Red Wall series books. And they were these long epic tales, kind of a little a la Watership Down, all forest animals. And they're British books. They were written by a British guy. Anyway, the stouts were her favorite. And one day she was playing Pictionary with kids, and she drew a stout, and nobody could guess what it was. I mean, they were guessing like weasel and stuff. She's like, no, it's not a weasel. And release. Here's our plank. Anyway, she was only like 6 or 7, so like not a lot of 6 and 7-year-olds. Walk your hands out. Know what a stout is. So she was really frustrated that nobody guessed it and felt like the kids were dumb. So I had to talk to her about how people read different things and not everyone knows what a stout is. Stay here. You've got another 30 seconds. Remember, you're making room. You're making room. And if this is bothersome, come back to regular plank. Go to your forearm plank. This should be challenging, but it shouldn't be painful. Good. Stay with me. I find I use my quads a lot more with this positioning. And release. Good. Here are our skull crushers. Oh, good. Stay with me. There it is. Okay. And here we go. Our last time through, starting with that prisoner squat. Press it up. Press it up. Good. So your torso doesn't need to be changing shape. Your movement is coming from flexion and extension in your hips and knees, and then your elbows pushing those weights up, right? I guess shoulders too. Good, stay with me. Here we go. And curls. Curls, curls, curls. Squeeze those shoulder blades out into that W. Good, stay with me. We have our plank in 2, 1. Here's our plank. So hands wide, keep walking wide, legs wide. And as I said, as we wrap this the last one up, I find that I need to engage more in my quads with this one. I haven't thought too much about why, but I just do. Stay lifted, tailbone tucked. Work through this bell. Stay right here. Remember, you've made room for all your little baby friends, whatever creature they might be. Ten seconds. 2, 1. All right, here we go. We're going on the skull crusher for the last time this morning. And then we've got propellers. All right, release, grab some water. Burpees are coming up. So if you are, kind of challenging yourself with doing more, do the same thing you did last time. If you want to add some flair, you can add a broad jump or a lunge walk. Here we go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Burpees. If you're doing a broad jump, I'm catching myself turning the same direction. Try to turn the opposite direction. Work through that bell just to balance yourself out. See? Ooh. I'm going to turn to my right every time. 8 seconds. Oh, nice job. Oh, broad jumps. My best friend. All right. So we're going to do our hinge. So we're going to do our hinge reverse fly with kickback. We're going to add a little curtsy to it. Curtsy lunge. So it'll look like this. You're going to do a reverse fly, pull those elbows up, kick back, and then right here, take a little curtsy. Come back up, do it again, alternate sides. Okay, so we're going to stay there for that. And then we're going to, I want you to put like a heavy weight in front of you. Because then we're going to work our plank. And it's going to be like shoulder tap. But instead of tapping our shoulders, we're going to pretend that weight is a kitten or a puppy. You're going to reach out and give it a pet. Bring it back. Okay? All right. And then, so we're going to work through the bell for the reverse fly hinge. Plank will only be 30 seconds. And then we're going to come to, let me see. And then, oh no, sorry. We're going to work through plank also. It's going to be a minute. And then we're going to come to our chair pose with a lat pull. Okay. All right. Sorry. I couldn't read my own notes apparently. All right. 2, 1. Here we go. So pinkies up for that fly. Draw those elbows up. Kick it back. Release. And curtsy. And then you're going to come back. Fly. Kick back. Curtsy on your other side. Right? Fly. Kick back, kick back, curtsy, fly, kick back, curtsy on that other side. So you're just alternating sides. Work through the spell. Stay here. Fly, kick back, curtsy, fly, kick back, curtsy. Good. Fly. Kick back. Curtsy. Fly. Kick back. Curtsy. Last 3. I'm gonna get that last curtsy in. Okay, now into plank. So that weight or whatever you have, kind of right under your nose, legs can be wide. And I want you to just tap, tap. You don't have to really cut it, but try and tap for like 2 or 3 seconds, release. And if you want, you could make it more challenging by rocking yourself away from it. Work through this bell. gonna come up into chair pose in about 5 seconds. And release. Grab some weights. That'll make for a good lat pull. And we're in chair pose. And up. Pull it in. Up. Pull it in. Good. So keep those arms wide. Those elbows coming down to the rib cage. Right? With chair, our legs are really close together. So they don't have to be touching if that doesn't work for you. Oh, here we go. Here's our fly, kick back. Fly, kick back, curtsy. Fly, kick back, curtsy. Remember to alternate sides for your curtsy. It's that kick back. Be sure you're pulling those elbows up high and then kicking it back, right? You get more out of it rather than leaving your elbows here by your side. Pull them up. Work through that bell. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come down for your plank. Tuck that tailbone. Try to keep your torso from doing any rotating when you reach with your hand. Chest, hips, keep facing the ground. Stay with me. Work through this bell. Five seconds. All right, chair pose. Here we go. Down. Oh, wait. Really keep those elbows pulled back. So I want to be mindful that when you're pushing up, you're not pushing forward so much. Like they kind of graze your ears maybe, right? All right, here we go. Last time through, you guys. Fly, pull those elbows up, kick back, and curtsy. Fly, kick back, and curtsy. Fly, kick back, and curtsy. Good. Fly, kick back, and curtsy. Work through the spell. Curtsy. Fly. Kick back and curtsy. Good. Fly. Kick back and curtsy. Good. 5 seconds here. Get your last one in. And curtsy. Good. Come down to the ground for that plank. Legs wide. Tap. 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 Good, work through that bell. Stay with me. Keep tucking that tailbone. Two, one, release. Good, back to your chair pose, lat pull. So up, I think I had it reversed last time. So reach up when you're down and pull those elbows in. Pull them down towards your rib cage. Good. Stay with me here. Last 5. Release. Nice job. Grab some water. We have some burpees. So this time, through with your burpees. Again, if you're trying to beat how many you did last time, keep doing that. You want to add a little flair, we can go single-legged. So first half of the bell, right leg, second half, left leg. Up to you. Okay, we're going in 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Whew, definitely slows you down. We're going to be switching legs here in 3, 2, 1. Oh. Ooh. Stay with me here. You got 10 seconds. 2, 1. Oh, grab some water. Round 4. Down to our mat. We're going to take a little break dancer on our right, and then we'll work on our left. Then we're going to flip over for some C-star crunch and some bridging. Have some weights nearby for bridging. We might do some flies or something fun like that. And then toe taps. Oh wait, hang on. Everyone come down and plank. We're going to do that break dancer. So kicking our knee, bringing our knee to our chest and kicking through, right? 2, 1, here we go. Up into plank. Right knee to chest, twist, kick. Good. Stay on this side. Break it down if you need to. So if all you're ready for is knee and the twist, just do knee and twist. If you need to put your foot down, put your foot down. If you need to leave your arm down, leave your arm down. Switching sides in 2, 1, right here. Knee, twist, kick. one. Nice job. Flip it over. You got some C-star crunch. So legs as wide as the mat. Reach up. Opposite side. All right, bridging. Bring some weights. Actually, for beginning, let's just put the weights on our hips. Press up and come back down. So feet should be about hip width apart. Your heels should be close enough to your butt that if you reach with your hand, you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Get that last little push right there. Good. So weights on your hips. Good. Release that. We've got some toe taps. So tapping one toe and then the other. So again, hinging from your hip and as opposed to your knee, right? Yeah. If you want to make this more challenging, do both feet at the same time. You might find that you can't tap all the way down with both feet. That's okay. Good, we're gonna back to that plank. So starting with our right side, knee, twist, kick, release. Knee, twist, kick, release. Switching sides, coming up. Right here, other side. Whoop. Twist, kick, release. Knee, twist, kick, release. Good. Here we go, last few seconds. Ah, there it is. Okay, C-star crunch. So legs wide and reach opposite, opposite. And you can have your legs hovering on the mat if you want. Good. Here we go with our bridging. This time, we're going to add some slides. So down and bridge it up. Good. Get that last little squeeze in your glutes. Push those hips up just a little bit. Try to keep your legs parallel. So it's a little bit of squeezing through your arm toe taps. When you're doing your bridging, it should feel a little bit like you're squeezing your legs together, but not touching, if that makes sense. With these toe taps, be sure you're hinging from those hips. Keep pushing that low back into the mat. Flip it over. We got plank last time. Last time here. Kick. Kick. Switching sides here, coming up. There we go. Switch sides. And release. C-star crunch. Here's our bridging. So weight on our hips. If you prefer the flies and you want to go back to the flies, go ahead and do that. Squeeze those glutes. You want those knees drawing together, but not necessarily touching. And you want to avoid them flaring out. Good. Here are our toe taps. Good. Release. Grab a little water. We've got one last set of burpees. Let's see, what time is it? We have so much time. We're going to work on something extra after the burpees. So this time with burpees, you want to add on and add some star, right? So you're going to hop back with your legs wide and maybe your arms a little wider, so you're more of a star shape. And then when you come up to jump, star jump. And here it is. Boop. 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 Did that wrong. Oh, 30 seconds to go. Oh my God, I'm dying. Okay, 10 seconds. We can do this. 2, 1. Those are really hard when you do the star jump ones. I did them fast or something. I'm exhausted. Okay, we're gonna, it's gonna be a little bit of a stretching, but a little bit of a strength move. So we are ending a little early, but I also feel like we worked really hard. So we're gonna start on our straddle stretch today. And let me pause that. And we're gonna, let me think. Let's start with, okay, hang on one second. So I want you to start, I'll get you guys going. I want you to lift up, and then I want you to hinge forward, okay? So wherever that is for you, and it does not have to be your widest straddle. If you need to like bring it in just a smidge, that's okay. So hang out here for a second. I gotta fix my thingamajigger. Okay, hopefully that will hold. Okay, so you're in your straddle stretch. All right, here we go. Nice big inhale here, and I want you to lift, and then exhale. See if you can't come just a little bit deeper. Try to keep your knees and your toes when you're towards the ceiling. Sometimes they want to roll in like that. I want you to keep them up. Right here, I want you to extend your arms out nice and long. And I want you to think about accessing your lower back muscles. Lift those arms up, and I want you to lift up like this. And then we're going to lower down and lift up again. So it's like low back, glutes a little bit. Obviously, all your good. Stay with me here. Keep it long. If you need to change your arms, go ahead. But I like them long. It's part of the magic. Good. Last one. This one we're going to hang out. I want you to just hang out, hovering right here. Try to keep your arms from touching the ground for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your arms down. Let your head drop. Shake it out. Nice big inhale here. Take a lift. Exhale. See if you can't come down just a little bit lower. Keep rolling those legs open. Nice big inhale here, and on that exhale, arms off the ground and lift. Nice job, you guys. Bring those legs in. I know that it doesn't look like much, but it feels like a lot. And then let's we did a little plow yesterday. I want to do it again. So we're gonna do plow. If plow is not for you because of head and neck issues, just stay here in your forward fold, right? Okay. Otherwise, you can come onto your back and join me in plow. So hands by your side, legs come up, and you can use those hands, but you're gonna also use your abdominal muscles to lift those hips up over your head. You can support here if you need to. Bring your arms overhead. Your toes don't have to touch the ground. It's about having nice long legs, feeling a stretch. I feel it from my lower back all the way down my legs. Try to keep your shoulders on the ground. You don't want to be on your neck, like on your neck. And let's release out of that nice and slow. So try to come down one vertebrae at a time. You can use your hands to help slow it down. Woo. Nice job. And feet on the ground. If you're doing a forward fold, I want you to come meet us on the mat on your back. And we're going to cross over, take a little figure 4. So right ankle over left knee, reach through and grab the back of that left leg, and you can simultaneously push your right knee away. You can stay here, or if you want to hug that leg in, you're welcome to do that. So that would be right elbow, right knee, left elbow against left elbow, bottom of right foot into left elbow. The cups are distracting me. I don't know where they're going. Sometimes there's excitement on my street. It's probably over at like Westwood Shopping Center or the bus stop or something. And release that. And cross your left ankle over your right knee and reach through and grab the back of your right leg and push that left knee away. There's a lot of excitement. I'm gonna have to get on the West Seattle blog after this. And this time you can stay here or you can hug that leg in. So you try and get your knee in the crook of the elbow and your bottom of your foot and the crook of the other elbow. And release. And let's rock and roll up sitting. And we'll take our little frog. So sitting here for a second. You can wiggle it back and forth. And then hands down. Lift your hips. Nod your hip yes. Shake it now. And roll it up nice and easy. You're done. Please big inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Nice work, you guys. Thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing y'all on Tuesday. Have a fantastic weekend. See you guys later.
Thank you, Molly. That was wonderful.
Oh, good.
Happy Mother's Day, Molly.
Day.
Oh,
Enjoy
yes.
it.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yeah,
No.
boy.
Whether you have bipedals or quad pedals, doesn't matter.
Right. Bye. Thank
Bye,
you. Bye.
You're welcome.